a little trip, take a little trip, take a little trip with me.
Following Manifest, I thought this would be fitting. After a conference, what do you do? How do you go about tracking everything that just went down? Let's start the discussion. Hi, my name's Nate Johnson, and I'm the CEO and founder of GLCS, and this is the Driving Forward Podcast Tuesday Trip. Follow us on YouTube at Driving Forward PC. Follow GLCS on LinkedIn for major content updates, including conferences. Like, comment, and share. If you have any questions or would like to be on the show, you can reach out to us at drivingforward@glcs.net. So once again, if you're at a conference, you're constantly in discussions, you're meeting new people. This is something I could probably do several long podcasts on, not just a 5 to 10 minute Tuesday trip. But I'm going to start this out here, and primarily just to kind of put it out there because we're coming out of Manifest, and I have a stack of cards, and I have this contact clicker thing that we all had, which I thought was actually pretty nice. When it really came down to it, the only thing that I think could be better with that is if it automatically connected your LinkedIn to that person, so you could look at the list and then turn around and see that it connected you on LinkedIn with that person, or allowed you to click a button and connect with them on LinkedIn. That would save me quite a bit of time. But I did like that clicker. It did seem kind of funny when you're sitting there butting your lanyard up against someone else and waiting for it to make a noise. But all in all, I did like that concept, but I still handed out a lot of business. I still handed out a lot of business cards. I still received a lot of business cards. So how do you track your contacts when you're in something where you're spending 12 hours a day consistently doing interviews, consistently moving between one discussion and another? How do you review kind of what you discussed with someone and who you need to talk with? Certainly, we all know, the people that we've met with for many years, but you meet a lot of new people, and I met dozens of new people at Manifest, and I do at every conference or event that I go to. So here's a few ideas. I'd love it if you reach out to me or put it into comments and tell me what you do for tactics on this, and maybe somewhere down the road here we'll put together a panel and discuss this. Something I want to do throughout 2024 is kind of talk about how conferences are changing. We're seeing that. We're seeing the way that the interaction between people has changed. Starting out, a couple tactics on my side. I track each business card, and at the end of my day, and this is something that didn't work well for me at Manifest. It actually created a very difficult week for me, and that's the distance between the conference and the hotel. And I was not able to bow out throughout the day, and my schedule was extremely tight, and it started early in the morning and it ended late at night. And I didn't stay out late. It wasn't anything like that. It was just, by the time dinner was done, it was 9 or 10 o'clock, and I was starting my morning typically at 7 or 7:30. And I wasn't having any time throughout the day to go gather my thoughts back in my room and put anything together. And that's usually a tactic I default back to, is take an hour, go back, track all my discussions, put everything into a CRM, put everything into notes, even if it's just a OneNote or a Word document or whatever. But go through everyone that I've spoken with on that day and track everything and get my LinkedIn up to date with my contacts and follow all of that on a day-by-day basis. And I was not able to do that at Manifest, but that is certainly a tactic that I kind of live and breathe by at any other event that I go to. And this is honestly the first event that I haven't been able to do that at in as long as I can remember. I then categorize every interaction that I have. Is it a customer? Is it a partner? Is it kind of an unknown? And I'm going to use that the following week or in following weeks, because in many cases, I may not reach out to a person the following week. I may reach out to partners the following week, but I may not reach out to customers the following week. It all varies. How soon is too soon to reach out to someone? Someone that I know very well, I'm typically going to feel okay to reach out to. Someone new, I want to give them a little bit of time. It depends on the organization. It depends on the type of interaction. And that's how I categorize it. And that somewhat in my mind places it, do I need to reach out to this one person or organization quickly, or should I give them a week or two before I reach out to them to just touch base? And that's extremely important. So additionally, coming out of a conference, I'm going to go back through, especially one that was intense as Manifest. I'm going to go back to my email and my text messages, for that matter, or any of my personal messages. I'm going to review everything that happened over the last week, because I miss things. At a normal conference, I may not miss things. If I get that hour or two a day just to look at messaging, I'm probably not going to miss that much. But, coming into this on Friday and on Monday of this week, I went back through all of my emails going back all the way a week ago, and I missed all kinds of things that I normally wouldn't miss. And I'm the type of person that doesn't typically miss things. So those are tactics that I use not only for what happened at the conference, but then just general business as well. The other thing that I'll do coming out of a conference is I will block time to play catch up on items that I've missed, especially one, a conference that spans multiple days, 2, 3, well, typically 3 or more days, 3 days plus travel, especially where it's occupying a large amount of my week. I'm going to spend my time catching up on an airplane. Typical business travel for me, I try not to spend time catching up on airplane. That's kind of my wind down time. But coming out of a conference that's multiple days, I'm going to spend a lot of time catching up on emails, doing research, etc. So once again, I'm very interested to find out, what your tactics are to stay caught up with your contacts, with your initiatives that you're learning about while you're at a conference, and drop them in comments. Reach out to me independently if you don't want to put them in comments. I think somewhere down the road, like I said, we will have a full podcast with a panel about this. I think it's something that a lot of people are interested in, and we'll include some other subject matter in that as well. But very interested in where that could go. So thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay informed, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Until next time, drive forward with purpose and innovation.